Underwater, you can't breathe here. You've been looking for somebody like me. I've been looking for somebody like you. Ooh. And oh, my heart is.
Hello everyone, welcome and thank you for clicking on this video. So for today's video, I've done this kinda villa inspired build, and I actually saw a picture on Instagram and I saw this house and it was really beautiful and I really wanted to do it, but the problem was that it had this unique style that we can't exactly do in The Sims. I will try to find a picture and put it on the screen, but anyways, I've tried to recreate it as passably accurate as I could, and I hope I did okay job, and it was really fun to make. I usually don't build in this style, and that is because I feel like I can make the home feel more cozy and everything, and that's just not true. I'm just afraid to build in this style because I feel like I wouldn't have any ideas how to make it look more unique and everything. But the picture that you saw before, it really helped me to make this build, and the only thing is because this is really narrow and you have like the whole space around the lot, so I didn't put anything and I just kind of left it there because it can be something for your family. If you choose to play in this house, you can do whatever you want with that. The picture that you saw, the house that I was making, it also didn't have anything around it. I think there was a lake or something like that, and I didn't want to put there a lake and do something of it because I feel like you should do something with that yourself if you want to. But the thing that I really like the most about this house is that I put a lot of plants around these pathways, and I really loved it. It was really fun to make, to put flowers, because I usually don't put a lot of flowers and trees around my house. I don't do the landscape that way, but I love it when you fill the empty spaces with them. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just doing the landscape right now, and yeah, this house has, I think, four bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, so it's pretty big. So I imagine that the downstairs room is for like guests if they come in your Sims home, perhaps grandparents or somebody like that. And then the upstairs bedrooms are more for your family. Now, there isn't really a theme for any of them because I tried to, and there isn't a kids room. There is only like adult beds, king size beds. So if you can definitely arrange it however you would like. But there, as you can see, this isn't a house really for a kid. So I didn't even think about it. I am trying to not think about families living here, because if you guys download it, you can definitely, do whatever you want with this house. So I'm just kind of giving it a theme, but I should probably try to not do that as often, because usually when I build a house, I don't play in it. I don't make a family for it. I'm not doing a save or anything like that. So it's just in my imagination, and it just helps me, be creative and keep doing the house, because if I have a theme for a house, it's more easier for me to build a house than to just go with it. I don't know if that's the case in other Simmers builds, but it is in mine. So, but anyways, I struggled a lot with kind of architectural part of the house, because as you could have saw, the house that I was trying to build had some really unique style, and it was really hard to achieve that, especially because maybe I could have done that, but I don't have all the packs, so I couldn't, size up items or debug items or anything like that that looked like an A or something like that. And yeah, I've tried to, I think I put something like from Get Famous. I don't know what that was. It was, I think, some kind of a lamp for cats or something like that. And yeah, I've tried to use that as a reference to, you know, something unique in this build. So hopefully it turned out great. Not great, okay. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But as you can see, I've put a lot of, I've tried to use a lot of green and orange colors, which I think my favorite, I don't think, yeah, my favorite color is green, and my second favorite are orange and yellow. And I really like to use those colors in my builds. And I'm really happy when I can use them, you know, but I don't want to make my builds only based on that. So I am trying to use as much as colors as I could. But you know, you can't always build with, I mean, at least for me, I always build with some sort of a theme, color theme or anything like that. And it's just a lot more easier to, you know, to build, but at least in my case, that's how it is. I don't know if everybody who builds does that, because maybe they are not obsessed with color palette in their house. Like, I am seriously obsessed. Like, I have to have a color theme or either I won't build. And this is just a floor plan. I also referenced it from the picture I had, and the house actually did had kind of funny windows, and that's why there is a lot of kind of small windows, then big windows and everything. And I just thought that those windows from Get Famous were perfect opportunity to use them here, and so I did. And I think that the house turned really cool because of those windows. And I really like how the light is coming into the rooms and everything. It just kind of looks really perfect, at least to me. I don't know why I'm like saying that to myself, but anyways, this is kind of, it had a lot of hallways that I didn't know what to put in them, so I just kind of put plants and everything. And yeah, I didn't paid a lot of attention to them, but I did I kind of did the shower in here, and you can enter the bathroom from the kitchen. And I also had a separate kind of bathroom but with showers and I had to delete that because of the way you go upstairs. You have this little path from the living room to the music room, and it kind of looked downstairs, so I had to delete the bathroom because of it, so it didn't get in the way. And as you can see, I've kind of struggled with the doors because I didn't know if I should do them in white colors or in orange colors, because those colors didn't match, and it was supposed to be like the colors from Get Famous, but they didn't match at all, which was really frustrating. And then I just settled for these ones. But the kitchen is really big, and I think the kitchen turned out pretty amazing because I don't think I've used the island living counters very often, but I used them in this build, and I think they fitted pretty well considering the theme of this house, so that was really amazing. And also this, even though the kitchen is really big, there isn't very much counter space, so there is a lack of that. But I think in the outro of this video you will see my sim cooking, and I put this kind of what is it called? I think it's espresso machine, and my sim couldn't use it for some reason. I didn't use that machine anytime I was playing The Sims, so I don't know how to use it. I don't know what you need for it, but my sim couldn't use it, and then they kind of just did the meal on top of that, even though they had counter space all around them. You will see that at the end of the video. So anyways, this downstairs space is has like I said, one bedroom that is probably for guests, and it is really big. It has its own bathroom. Every room actually has its own bathroom, but I will only show decorating one bathroom because all the others are basically the same, so there is no need to, you know, show them all, because the video would have been much longer, and I don't want my video to be like 30 minutes or more, so I'm trying to cut out as much as possible. And yeah, but I am doing this kind of more formal living room downstairs. It is the first room you enter when you enter the house. And I think it turned out pretty amazing. This couches I don't think I've ever used. These are from Get Famous, I think, and I think they fitted this kind of theme of the house pretty well, so I'm kind of really happy how everything turned out. And also these floors, I don't use them very often because the colors are very vibrant, so I don't use them as much. But as I said, I think everything fit perfectly in this house. I feel like I'm bragging all the time, but yeah, I'm just really happy how this house turned out. And also in this living room there is no TV, so... But as I said, this is more like a formal living room, so I don't think that the Sims would use it. I know that at least in my country, we don't usually have like 2 sets of living room or space or anything like that because, well, I don't know why, but usually we have only one living room, so that is where, you know, if you have guests or your family over, everybody hangs out there. So yeah, I think our houses in my country are more like, well, I wouldn't say family oriented, but I think that these modern houses, they always have like set off 2 living rooms and everything. And yeah, I don't know why that's the thing, because I don't think I would have that in my house, because, you know, I would like to use all the space that I have. But yeah, anyways, this is the downstairs bathroom that I was talking about earlier, and it doesn't have a shower or anything, and I don't think it needs to have. Like, this is what is called a half a bathroom, so you only have a toilet and a sink. And then the full bathrooms are in the bedrooms, as I said, because every bedroom has its own bathroom, which I think is pretty convenient. And as you can see, I'm trying to build the bathroom here, and that is the only bathroom I show because, as I said, I won't show the others because they are pretty much the same. But the bedrooms are pretty big. There's one bedroom that is not that big, that is upstairs, and you can enter it from the living room as well, that is upstairs. And that living room upstairs is more formal, and it's more for the family. So, you know, if you have Sims over here in the house, they will probably hang out more in the living room upstairs because it has TV and everything. So yeah, the theme for the bedroom, I didn't really had a theme. I knew that I would use like more of dark tones because, yeah, I kind of like the colors, you know, orange, brown, yellow, green, and that. So I've tried to use that, and I think these bedrooms looked pretty turned out pretty amazing. And I added to every bedroom a TV because there isn't a lot of activities in the house. As far as I remember, I did put like a piano, and I put a chess table, and yeah, I didn't give a room very much activities because I didn't want to go into that deep. One bedroom, I think it's kind of in blue colors, and the other is more into purple colors, but other than that, I didn't really had any theme. I left it for you to decide what your Sims will do. But I did put a lot of bookshelves. Well, not a lot, but there is, you know, um, quite a few bookshelves, so your Sims could always read. And yeah, I think the upstairs bedroom is actually pretty the same as this one, but the upstairs is really big and it's the master bedroom. You will see every bedroom has these beds, but the master bedroom has more of a big bed, so you know that it's a master bedroom. But the one thing that I've noticed is that I used a lot of Get Famous pictures on the walls because I think they fitted this theme pretty good, and I don't usually use them because they are too big. But in this build I set the medium wall height, which I don't usually do as well because yeah, I don't really like it. I think that there is like too much space, and the walls are too empty, so I don't use it as often, but it fitted here perfectly. So also, this is the laundry room. Yeah, I made like a specific laundry room. It's not that big, but you can use it. And there is only one basket, so I think if there is more than 4 Sims living here, it will be crowded and there will be a lot of laundry to wash. So you will probably need to get a maid or something because yeah, I think the Sims leave their pile of clothes if they can't, reach it in the basket. If there's no space available in the basket. So yeah, that's a thing that you will need to watch out for. And this is the family living room that I was talking about, and I used the pictures from Get Famous again here because the walls are pretty empty, so I needed to fill them. But this living room, I've tried to use this color of the couches from Seasons, I think, and it was just kind of, I don't know, it didn't fit well, so I changed them. And this is the music room actually, and I really like this space. It's kind of small, but it fits this purpose. And this wall in the middle, yeah, I saw it on the floor plan of this house, so I put it here, but I don't know what its purpose. So I just kind of left it there, and I made this kind of sitting area, so maybe somebody can come and watch, your Sim play or something like that. So I thought that was pretty amazing. And there isn't a lot of musical, well, there is a lot of musical pictures, but there's more like classical ones, and I would love for Sims team to maybe make kind of with normal frame. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, maybe more like piano related pictures or something like that. I think that would be perfect. And then I think I've went on to do the bedrooms because that's the only thing that's been left. And yeah, here as you can see is the bedroom that I was talking about. And I don't usually use purple in my builds, but I really like how this room turned out. And actually I based this room on a tiny stuff bag because they have this cute kind of mix of colors for their build and buy objects. So basically, that's what I based my bedrooms off. They have like kind of blue slash yellow colors and red colors and this soft red colors and soft purple colors. So I thought this was perfect for the bedroom, because as I was building, I thought to myself, I can't make all the bedrooms in the same colors because they wouldn't have their personalities. So I've decided to give them some type of color. And yeah, I really like that the season's bed matched the colors for tiny living. That was, super satisfying. And I think that in like past few packs, they are matching really well with the colors of other packs or the base game. So I really like that, because before you couldn't match the colors. They, I don't know why, but they made like especially brown colors, which was really, really frustrating, because if you would use the windows from, let's say, Get It Together, and the doors from, I don't know, Get Famous, perhaps, you wouldn't be able to match the colors. And especially with the base game, that was the most frustrating thing, because if you have the base game, which majority of Sims players have, you would want to match them with potential expansion pack or game pack or stuff pack, because not everybody can afford every pack, and even myself, I don't have every pack. So when I build, usually, people, maybe some play The Sims for the gameplay. I usually play them because of building. I don't do much gameplay, so when I build, it's really important to me to, be able to match the colors. And for not being able to, even I think there is even like some base game stuff that they are not matching the colors with themselves, which is pretty frustrating, and I hope they fix it, because it's been a while. It's been like 4 years or so on, and there is still some issues that haven't been fixed. For example, the other day I saw that the windows from City Living, the big ones, there are like 5 shapes of them in different kind of style looking, and the shadow is always the same. If you use the first or the second or the third window, the shadow will always be the same, which is kind of bad when you think about it, because after 4 years you would think that they would fix that, even though it's not that big of a deal. But sometimes details are important, because you see that there is somebody who pays attention to it just as much as we are paying attention to it. So yeah, I think that they should have fixed that, or at least addressed that. But yeah, anyways, we are at the end of this video, so hopefully you enjoy it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
I can see you underwater.